Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's TPM5 here, back again with another NBA video. And in today's video I'll be discussing Damian Lillard trades and also why I believe, or also, why it's very, unlikely that he'll end up in Los Angeles. So Damian Lillard, as you guys know, is a very good player coming off of another great season in the NBA. And there's been a bit of controversy around the Portland Trail Blazers pick of Chauncey Billups as head coach. Now, if you guys don't know, there have been some allegations made to Chauncey Billups from roughly 24 years ago, and this has resulted in Portland fans expressing their, distaste for this choice to Damian Lillard. However, Damian Lillard, is a player, he's not the one interviewing and recruiting. He can simply, say, yeah, I want him, or I don't want him, and that's probably the amount of power that he has. He's not, picking the options or making that choice. But as a result of this, Damian Lillard felt kind of offended by the fans, considering the reason why he stayed was their support. Now, just quickly, guys, I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. I make NBA content 2-3 times a week, so please don't forget to subscribe. Now, back on with the video. So yeah, Damian Lillard, the reason why he stuck around was not because he liked Portland. He can get, he can move to better cities than that. He's always had better options, but it's the support from the fans, the connection to the fans that he's felt. And with that, on his Twitter account, he made this tweet 3 days ago, which was quotations: "Sometimes it's not the people who change, full stop. It's the mask that falls off." End quotes. So he was obviously feeling very, not betrayed, but it's just a weird dynamic between him and the Portland Trail Blazers fans. But yeah, that's the foreground for this situation. But the Lakers obviously a big market team coming off of a disappointing season, and I'm a Lakers fan, but our fans, some of them, the minority, it's just you wonder what goes through their mind because personally, to me, we don't have enough assets to make a trade happen. I don't think THT, Caldwell Pope, and Kuzma and a second round draft pick will get the job done. So that's that. Now let's look at the salary cap table for the Lakers, and I'll try and make this a bit more formal about what kind of deal they could offer at the best. So basically, LeBron James is with the team until 2023. Anthony Davis has a player option for 2025. And you have the likes of Schroeder, who's on expiring, and lately he's requested, or it's rumored that he'll take 120 to 125 million as a result. And he's also stayed out of the Olympics to make sure that he stays healthy and he can get his paycheck. But you have Kyle Kuzma on 13 million. You have Caldwell Pope on a guaranteed deal for next year, but there is a team option at the end of next season. And then you have the likes of THT. You have guys like, and then you have Wesley Matthews who's on expiring. Marc Gasol will be there next year. So realistically, with the Lakers, a trade package, the best offer they could do is, assuming that Harrell opts into his 9.7 player option, you have Montrezl Harrell, you send Kuzma there, you send Caldwell Pope, you send THT, and then sign and trade Schroeder, and then you give away a draft pick, a first round draft pick that probably is from 3 to 5 years from now. And then not only is that pick risky, I guess because Damian Lillard may not be as good, and Anthony Davis has his injury worries. So that far in the future, it could be risky trading a pick like that, knowing that LeBron James was showing his age. But then that deal, going back to the deal, so Harold, Caldwell Pope, Kuzma, THT, Schroeder, sign trade, and then a draft pick, and they might even chuck in Gasol. I'm not really sure how much of a deal that is. But then you look at it like that, you're giving away 5 players that are in the rotation, like whether you like it or not. Those players all get significant minutes during the regular season. For Damian Lillard, who, yes, is a very, very good player, and to a certain extent you can kind of hide the scrubs that you sign with the minimum because you'll be at a high level of the cap. And if you looked at the table there, the Lakers are paying Luol Deng $5 million for next season as well. So that takes away this $5 million dead cap that they can't use no matter what. So it makes it easier to go above the luxury tax. So that's that. I think that won't be enough for the Lakers to get Damian Lillard. I'm pretty sure Portland would get better offers than that, I think. Obviously, at this point, I just want you guys to comment like what you think, where are your thoughts of this, because I think that it's very unlikely that a deal happens. But I do want to ask, I guess, if there's any other fans of other teams watching this, like what kind of packages can you guys offer, and just let's try and see and like build a trade market for Damian Lillard in the description below. But that's that. Now for the next couple minutes, I'll talk about some possible trades that other teams could make for Damian Lillard. So obviously I guess the clear option, the easy option would be Philadelphia sending Ben Simmons over to Portland. Now, in my opinion, CJ McCollum for Ben Simmons trade is probably a better fit, but obviously if Damian Lillard wants to leave, I think that Philadelphia made a big mistake last summer in not trading for James Harden if the deal was on the table. There's a lot of belief around the league that James Harden was up for grabs and that Ben Simmons was a key part of the deal and the Sixers didn't want to give him up. But I think now, if Damian Lillard's available, you do have to make the offer, especially coming off of the previous offseason where Ben Simmons, barely taking shots in the last quarter, shooting below 35% from the free throw line, let alone, the field, some players shoot better from three than he does the free throw line, if you let that sink in. But I think that, Philadelphia is a good option. They need to make something happen sooner rather than later. You have the likes of New York that are always in these talks. I think that more so than ever, New York do have the assets to make a deal happen. And then you have the likes of the Utah Jazz, who have a very well-rounded roster, and they kind of lack that top-heavy star power, which makes that team very similar to the 2004 Pistons that did beat the Lakers. But they have some guys that could be very useful to Portland in a trade. They just kind of lack the draft pick value. But they could make it a deal like that to really push them over the hump. Yeah, even in Denver as well, Denver's a fairly good option to make a trade happen as well. There are a few teams here and there that have a well balanced range of assets as well, and Denver do have the ability to trade draft picks. But that's the gist of it. Sorry if I'm waffling on, I'm going to end the video soon, but I think that the Lakers will be one of the worst trade offers possible. I think that it's going to be difficult for us or the Lakers to improve their roster. But that's that, guys. If you liked the video, please like. It helps me out with the algorithm and everything. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, take care, guys.